by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky. I go to war, fight.
Damn right. All right, we are live. Welcome back to the Professional Stepdad Show. I am your host, Franco Zavala. Thank you very much for being with me today, for watching on YouTube, for listening on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and for following us on our social media platforms. If you haven't, please do me a favor and head over to theprofessionalstepdad.com and join our stepdad community, where we are growing a list of like-minded leaders who, are all on the same mission, which is to become better fathers, mentors. We want to become better for ourselves, for our family members. So again, head over there. Send us an email. We'd love to put you on our list. We don't spam you. We don't send anything like that. Just collecting a list. So when we do host live events or workshops, we'd love to invite and ask you to join us there. Today's episode is 154 of the show. Title of today's episode is directly focused on a collection of emails, messages, direct or commented on, whether they were videos or longer shows, of just bitching, moaning, whining, and complaining from men who have no fucking idea the amount of time that they're wasting complaining and blaming everyone. So today's episode is real simple. Stop complaining and get to work. Just stop complaining. Get to work. Isn't it real funny that is a really, think about the simplicity of that statement. Stop complaining. Get to work. Now apply that to anyone that you know in your life who complains about their health, or about they let's just say for this next year coming up, they want to get in shape, or it's an individual who's wanting to grow his business, but he always finds a reason, or she always finds a reason why they cannot move to the next level. It's because of the economy, the market, nobody's buying. I don't know how to do things. There's so many. I can make up a list. I could probably create a book, now that I think about it, of just complaints from people in my life. Let's just say focus on me for a second. If I could make a book of people that, and just like a list, and kind of categorize them into complaints, all the complaints in the world. And basically these complaints are reasons why you won't do the thing that you truly want to do for your purpose. Like, I believe we all have a purpose. I believe we all are on this earth for a reason. I used to think mine was to become this, millionaire who drove nice cars and lived in fancy houses. And I used to have this on my vision board. And it's funny how life can just throw you a curveball, because my purpose in life had nothing to do with bling and fancy stuff. And it had everything to do with mentoring and teaching and raising 5 amazing kids. And that was my purpose. I don't think that I would be where I am today with my relationships with my children, with my relationship with my wife, how I was able to break down walls and really make connections with other family members, all around and within my blended family. And when I say other family members, you know what I mean, like the others, like the aunts, uncles, sisters, cousins, neighbors, grandparents. If I would have just complained think about it. If I would have complained the whole time, we all have those people in our lives, whether they're bio parent, whether they're other family members, whether they're friends, whether they're coworkers, your own parents. We all have reasons to not only quit, but we all have reasons to complain, because they're giving us reasons and then we accept it, or we are convinced of it, or we are easily manipulated by others. And we could point fingers. It's not working because of you. I can't make a connection because of you. The kids won't listen to me because of you. And when you just take a step back and you look at the situation for what it is, everything always will boil down to you. Now, look, I'm not naive. I know that you may have a negative bio parent in your life who just wants to see you lose. I get it. I know that. I see that. I understand that. And I know that they may or may not be sabotaging every step of progress that you've made over the years. They are doing their best to sabotage you. And it sucks. But it's still your fault if you choose to complain about it. And it's still your fault if you choose to accept that as your reality and your reasons why things aren't working for you. You have to fucking stop complaining and get to work. Get to work on your mind. You have to stand guard at the door of your mind. You have to. You have to stand guard, and you have to plant your flag in the ground and say to yourself that not only are you not moving, but you are not going to accept a reality based off of fear and lies simply because you're scared. Most people that complain about others, about situations, about circumstances are too afraid to move, or the fear of losing or the fear of no one loving them or accepting them just overpowers their subconscious mind to the point where, their actions reflect that fear. So stop complaining and get to work on why you react certain ways, why your triggers. What are your triggers? Why do you get so triggered by this? Why do you get so upset by that? Why are you so quick to dole out advice, but you're so much quicker to just discard others and what their advice may be for you because you feel like you know better? I think one of the smartest things that you can do, not only as a stepdad, but as a man, is to accept that you don't know everything and you don't have the answers to everything. And if you don't allow others' advice to come into your life so that you can just break it down, pick it apart, and take what you like out of it and move the fuck on. Most of you won't even accept the advice of others because you just block it out immediately. I'm good. I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. No, you fucking can't, because if you could, you wouldn't be here right now. And I know I'm being a little bit aggressive when it comes towards this title today, which is, stop complaining and get to work. But I don't want you to waste any more time. I don't want you to lose any more time, stepdads. You're losing time with the kids. You're losing time with your partner. You're losing time with yourself. You're losing time, and you are kind of just stagnant. And that means you'll never get to where you need to go and to become the man you need to be. Not for the kids, not for your partner, but for you. Take a step back and think about it from that point of view. If you can better yourself, if you can work on yourself, if you can figure out your triggers and you can fix them, and you can learn how to manage and balance certain things in your life so you're not constantly complaining about your career or your health or why things don't work because of, and then fill in the blank. If you can take the time to understand and figure out that balance, you will not only be in harmony with your purpose, but you'll be much more calm. You'll be satisfied. And satisfaction will come with the fact that it's not that everything's working, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that if you do this, it'll fix everything. No, I'm saying the satisfaction comes with knowing that you are in control of your thoughts and your emotions. And it's funny, if you really look at it for what it is, you'll probably dole out this advice to your kids or your partner or your friends, but you won't take it. And that's a problem. And you have to figure out why. I've done episodes where I tell you to let go. I've done episodes where I tell you to don't quit. I've done episodes where I tell you, look, it takes time and patience and progress and perseverance, but everything pays off. But the complaining has to be the thing that you drop before the end of this year. You gotta stop fucking complaining, whether it's out loud or internally. Stop complaining and get to work. Go to work on yourself. Go to work on building a better relationship with your partner so that your team is locked in. Go to work on humbling yourself as a man and learning to listen so you can make the connections with the kids by learning how to communicate with them first. It's so easy to say and so hard to do, and I get that. But you have to stop complaining, stepdads. You have to. You have to stop doing it. You have to stop allowing others to complain. And then you feed into that. Don't do it. It just doesn't work. It will never work. So, as you look at your day, as you get ready to move through your day, ask yourself, how much complaining am I doing about my life? You know what? I'll do you one better. Sit your partner down, sit your kids down, sit your best friend down, mom and dad, whomever you spend the most time in the day with. Maybe it's a coworker, and ask them to be honest with you and say, hey, how much do I complain to you about my life? And whatever they say, good, bad, right, or wrong, don't allow it to affect you. Allow it to teach you. And then continue to move forward. Don't allow yourself to stay stagnant and stuck. Stop complaining and get to fucking work. All right, everyone. It's episode 154 of the show. Thank you guys very much for being here with me. I know I said that I was going to be putting out an episode each and every day until the end of the year, but you know, like I'm a human being. I've got all my kids at home, and it's just not a realistic goal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to do my best to give you the best information that I possibly can. And I am blessed and grateful for each and every one of you who listen. And if you haven't heard it in a while and you need to hear it now, hear it from me. You can do this. You are valued, needed, and wanted. Just keep moving forward. Until next time, everyone. Be well. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Listen, if you know a stepdad who is in need of any of this information, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and share this episode with them as fast as possible. Did you do it? Okay, you did it.
Quiet on the set, please. Thank you, everybody.